I'm so excited to be talking about this today, and I'm also trying something new. I'm bringing in a team member to talk about marketing trends. Cierra is joining us after I chat about how and when to hop on marketing trends like funny reels and when not to, and why it's important. But more specifically, today we're talking about the mob wife era, which is brand new to me. I just discovered it. And it's actually working on the internet. And I can't wait to talk to you about the pros and cons about following trends. So, whether you're watching this video a few years later and you're like, do I hop on this trend or not? And the answer is, it depends. How do I personally feel about marketing trends? I have never really been one to hop on a lot of fashion trends or home decor trends. As a marketing person and a content creator, I do love a good trend every so often, as long as it's authentic to who I am. If we're creating content for a client, as long as it's authentic to who they are as a business. I'm going to kind of guide you through the value of trends, and hopefully you can hop on the mob wife era trend or not. But if you do, tag us on social media, Megan Moore Marketing. Leave a comment with some of the trends that have worked for you or have not worked for you. Does our team follow trends for our own account and for client accounts? The answer is we totally do. When it comes to micro trends and viral songs and viral reels and viral emails and things like that, we do use them because we know that when we use a trend, often that content will go somewhat viral, if not very viral. We struggle with using a lot of trends, like if it's a dancing trend or a TikTok cooking trend, because if it's not authentic to our client and they're just not good dancers or they're not comedians and they're trying to get on this funny reel, we're like, okay, let's back up. Let's slow your roll. Let's find your voice. And we can take inspiration from that trending audio or trending reel and make it your own. I've never hopped on the trends when it comes to fashion. I live in a tiny house, so I'm very specific with my black shirts, my white t-shirts, black dresses, very minimalist. One, because I have no choice. I have no closet space. I really like to keep my life in terms of trending stuff very simple. I do have a Stanley, thanks to the ever popular burning car video, and the Stanley survived, but also because I really love the color pink. I'm going to talk about the foundation of marketing so you can leave this video knowing when to follow a trend and when not to. Just like a house being built, it needs a strong foundation. It needs a strong base, then you put up the walls, then you put up the roof, you go inside and you start decorating it. What I want you to think of when you're creating your content is if you have too many trends in your house, it's going to look like, whoa, and it's too much. People are going to be overwhelmed. Same goes for your social media accounts. You're going to lose what your mission is for your account, and people are just going to come to you not to buy from you. They're going to come to you for trending reels to look at what's trending. So decide what kind of account you want to be. If you're a business, are you selling your book, your product, your service, your food, whatever your product is? Or are you focusing too much on reels and trending audios? We like to have a rule of about 20% trending, 80% your own. Now, when should your business use trends and why having your own micro trends can actually expand your reach for good is what I'm going to talk about now. Creating your own version of a trend or taking a trend and making it your own and adding your own spices, your own decor, as I say, is a great idea. So as a business owner, how can you take a trend and make it your own? And you're a cookbook author, specifically a vegan cookbook author. You've always been wearing black and gold hoops and big hair. You can use an audio like stepping into my mob wife vegan cooking era and add your own spin to it. And then you would put a caption explaining how you've always been wearing black and you were on trend before it became trendy, and use the hashtag mob wife, hashtag vegan cookbook. So you can take the trend, make it your own, and still use the hashtags or the audio for your business. This creates influence as well for your business and creates a community of potentially people who are, this is funny. Creating community is valuable for any business. Let's look at Jillian Harris, one of Canada's greatest influencers. She has a wonderful business. We love watching what she's got going on. She's created this sense of community for women who were excited to be online. They were excited to have Instagram. They were excited to create content. She also created a community of people during the pandemic who were making sourdough bread, having a beautiful Instagram grid, staying home with the kids, having fun. She did a lot to influence the online space, especially here in Canada. Most of our clients knew who Jillian Harris was. They were coming to us saying, "Did you see this? I want to do this." She created this big trending space and created influence where other people were excited to shop what she was wearing. That was a huge part of it. So when you're creating your content, think, how can I create community from this, not just use it as a trending piece of content? The power of influence through community is wild. The mob wife era, you're going to listen to Cierra and I chat. She was at Value Village. She was shopping for a jacket. The woman beside her said, "Oh, you're also in your mob wife era." They were both looking for faux fur coats. Community sells products. The fashion industry created this new trend, and people online are getting excited about it. If you spend 2 minutes scrolling on Instagram, TikTok in the next few weeks, you are going to see this micro trend, mob wife, leather, fur coats, big hair, and it's time for you to hop on it. Remember this rule: 20% of your content can be trending content, 80% should be your own. So if you're a realtor, 80% is about homes, it's about you, 20% mob or using other trending audios that are happening. Why do I think it's important to not always follow these trends in your own business and in your own marketing? I'm going to explain. It is exhausting. Can you imagine trying to keep up every single day on every single piece of content, making sure it's trending? It would be really difficult. And unless you're a full-time content creator, you would burn out. I'm a big advocate of making sure that we do not burn out, that we do things that are sustainable. If it doesn't align with your business at all, do not post it. If it's not authentic to you, don't do it. It's not gonna sit well with your audience. They're gonna see, wow, she's really pulling strings here. Pick the ones that you're really excited about. So if you're really excited about, let's say there's a trend of a pantry challenge going on, get on it, do it. When you make posts and when you recreate it, your audience is also going to feel that you're excited about this and that you're wanting to do it. You're not being forced to do it. Now, I can't wait for you guys to watch Cierra and I chat about this mob wife era thing that I was calling like mob girl. But it's so fun. We had a lovely chat about it, and she's like all into it. And
watch out, cause I'm coming your way, yeah. Non-stop, I can do this all day, yeah.
Like, this is more me. Like, all black, that's me. I always wear all black. And I'm like, gold accessories, that's me.
you're like, I'm in for it.
Yeah.
So you were scrolling TikTok, and like after you found it once, how many times did you see it? Like, was it a constant thing?
Yeah, like I watched the first full video that I saw because I was like, oh, what's mob wife era? And then I was like, yeah, we'll see. Like, just because you see one doesn't mean it's a thing. But I feel like the next day I opened my TikTok and every second TikTok was like, mob wife, I'm in my mob wife, like explaining what it was, how to get the look, where to get and I was like, okay, this is fully taken over.
Okay, so you're obviously geared up today. This is like you. This is how you work from home, right?
This is how I work from home every day in a fur coat, a fake fur coat, and giant gold hoops, full face of makeup for sure every day.
I love it. I know that to be not true, but
Um,
it's like so Cierra is a content creator and account manager on the team. So we do accidentally video call each other every once in a while, and we're both like in our pajamas and we're like, "Oh, I didn't know you were gonna video me." You fully embrace the clean girl trend as well, right?
I did my best to. I think, like for me, embracing a trend, I still do it in my own way. Like I don't go full blown. Like I've always been fake nails and fake eyelashes, and that wasn't technically part of the clean girl look. Like it was
Right.
supposed to be very natural, but the slick back hair that's where that kind of trend started, was through the clean girl. And that one I live for because then I don't have to wash my hair. So it's actually the opposite of clean girl. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so mob wife era reminds me of the 80s. It was
Yes.
like, that's what comes back. And when I was doing a little bit of research, I was like, that's The Sopranos and things like that. And some people had commented when I said, what is this all about? And they said, big hair, big jewelry, gold everywhere, which
Yeah.
I'm excited about the gold because I love gold jewelry.
Me too.
And I think I'm kind of happy to see I hope this doesn't offend anyone, the rose gold trend kind of go out.
Yeah.
But we as a marketing company need to chat about how important trends are when it comes to marketing. So when you're managing accounts and you're like, should we do this trending audio? Should we do the mob wife trend? What are your thoughts on this?
I think it depends, of course, what kind of business you're
Yeah.
marketing for. Like if you're the face of your business, I think incorporating it in a way isn't a bad idea, even if it's in a way of like joking about it.
Yeah.
Like not making fun of it, but like, oh, today I'm like if you're a realtor and you have a fur coat or you wear all black and you're like really embracing my mob girl era today, touching on it, but not fully embracing it. Because I also feel like everyone, even with the trend, should take their own spin on it.
So you take the trend and you make it your own. So it's
Yeah.
like, am I gonna, back comb my hair and go like, maybe gold accessories to the, extreme? No. But when it comes to marketing, you could say, like, use the hashtags, use the audios, use the reference in your emails.
Yeah.
Now, I like tapping into these trends every once in a while for clients. I don't think we should be doing it every single reel is a trending reel. So what would you say is like the balance for a client? So we've got clients and we're posting for them basically every day of Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
What do you think the balance is for trending content versus their own content?
I think like 20% trending,
Yeah,
80% their own. Because
totally.
if you do too much trending, you're just gonna get lost in the crowd
Yeah.
and the people who are
And you could do some fun things now that we're like talking, and this is part of why I love like working with other people instead of just myself in my room. It's like, what can we do with this mob wife era content? And I'm thinking there's like a kitchen. So let's say it's a health coach and she's bringing out her black plate and her gold ring, and then she's like ready to cook and things like that. But I think, in terms of trending, I would recommend finding something that's already been done. So going on your phone, using the hashtag mob wife era, find a reel that's already been created, and again, grab it, but make it your own. And this is kind of how the world of influence marketing happens too. It's like, okay, this person's already done it. I'm going to create it. I'm going to make it my own, use the audio because it's wonderful. And then hopefully it goes viral.